Two-Time. Two-Time was once known as a brilliant strategist in a competitive arena where survival relied on precision and calculated risks. He earned the nickname Two-Time after surviving death twice in the same night, both times escaping impossible odds through sheer luck and ruthless decisions that cost others their lives. His victories made him a legend, but also cursed him with guilt that began to echo louder than the cheers of the crowd. One night, during his third life-or-death trial, he gambled everything again, only this time fate refused to play his game. As the clock struck midnight, he heard a whisper, "Your luck has expired, but your debt remains." The arena dissolved around him, replaced by the Forsaken Realm, a twisted land where every second chance comes at an unseen price. Now, Two-Time survives by reliving fragments of his past failures over and over, forced to prove his worth every time the shadows rewind his fate. ELLLOT. ELLLOT was once a street illusionist who lived off applause and deception. His greatest act was making people believe he was untouchable, escaping ropes, fire traps, drowning chambers, and even buried coffins. The crowd worshipped him, convinced he had cheated death itself. But behind every trick was a hidden cost. Each time he performed, something in the shadows helped him, in exchange for a fragment of his soul. During his final grand show, titled The Last Vanish, ELLLOT attempted to escape from a collapsing iron cage suspended above darkness. As the chains snapped, he whispered the secret phrase he had been given by the unseen entity that had fueled his success. But instead of returning to the stage, he awoke in a place where illusions were no longer tricks. Here, they became living nightmares. Now, in the Forsaken Realm, ELLLOT still wears his showman's grin, but his eyes flicker with fear. His hat casts moving shadows that whisper old audience cheers, and every illusion he creates feels more real than his own fading identity. Guest 1337. Guest 1337 was once just another silent figure in a world full of usernames and voices, one of many who were never meant to be remembered. But unlike the others, 1337 was curious. He roamed restricted areas, glitched through invisible walls, and discovered forbidden zones that regular players were never supposed to see. Rumors spread of a silent wanderer who could appear in empty servers, watching, learning, never speaking. One night, he found a hidden portal labeled only with distorted code. Instead of disconnecting like the others who stumbled upon it, he entered. The system recognized his intrusion and tried to delete him, but something corrupted the command. Rather than erasing him, it transferred him into the Forsaken Realm, where broken data and forgotten souls fused into twisted reality. Now, Guest 1337 moves like a ghost across shattered landscapes, his body flickering with static and unfinished code. Noob. Noob wasn't a warrior, a hacker, or a legend. He was just a cheerful beginner who believed the world was simple and kind. With his bright smile and clueless optimism, he entered every challenge with trust rather than fear. Others mocked him for his inexperience, but his genuine heart often helped him escape danger in ways even skilled survivors couldn't explain. One day, he followed a group into a mysterious portal, thinking it was just another beginner quest. But unlike them, he didn't understand the danger until the screams started. The realm twisted around him into something dark and merciless. His friends vanished, leaving him alone in the forsaken world with nothing but hope and his starter gear. Now, Noob wanders the realm with wide eyes and shaky bravery. Though fear clings to him, he refuses to give up. Builderman. Builderman was once the creator, architect, and silent guardian of thriving worlds. He shaped dreams into cities, turned imagination into reality, and believed every player deserved a place to belong. His structures were symbols of hope, safe zones where fear could not reach. But the more he built, the more the shadows watched. One night, an unknown corruption began infecting his creations. Walls twisted, skyboxes bled red, and cheerful maps shattered into voids of despair. Builderman attempted to restore order, rewriting broken code and rebuilding crumbling realms, but the corruption fought back, rewriting him in return. During his final attempt to purge the darkness, the Forsaken Realm dragged him inside, branding him as both creator and prisoner. Now, Builderman roams the Forsaken World carrying a cracked blueprint that redraws itself with every step he takes. Chance. Chance lived by one rule: fortune favors the fearless. A notorious thrill-seeker, he turned every moment into a gamble, whether it was risking everything in high-stakes challenges or making life-changing decisions on the flip of a coin. His followers admired his reckless confidence, believing he was blessed by luck itself. But what they didn't know was that he had made a silent pact with fate long ago, trading certainty for endless risk. During his final dare, Chance entered a forbidden event rumored to grant unimaginable rewards. At the start, he rolled a pair of custom dice he always carried. When they landed, snake eyes, everything around him shattered like broken glass. Instead of glory, he was dragged into the Forsaken Realm, a place where luck is a curse and every decision could be his last. Now, Chance survives by constantly wagering with unseen forces. His dice glow faintly, rolling on their own whenever danger approaches. Shedletsky. Shedletsky was once a legendary overseer, an eccentric ruler of creativity who crafted bizarre challenges, twisted obstacles, and worlds that blended chaos with genius. Known for his unpredictable humor and cryptic messages, he built arenas where only the most determined could survive. Players laughed, struggled, and returned craving more. He believed he controlled the madness, until it began controlling him. One night, while developing his most ambitious creation, a realm meant to test the limits of sanity, something within the project awakened. His own code started rewriting itself, whispering rules he never programmed. Every time he tried to shut it down, the system responded with a mocking phrase: "Your game has begun." Before he could escape, the unfinished world absorbed him, reshaping him into a survivor trapped in his own distorted masterpiece.